can we differentiate between saying I voted for Donald Trump versus I celebrated the murder of an innocent human being? Okay, the government's not arresting people for saying these things. Some, perhaps government school districts are saying, maybe you shouldn't be teaching children if you think murder is the answer to a political disagreement.
Yeah, I mean, you have a right to freedom of speech, but that doesn't, again, give you a freedom of employment. It doesn't tell you you have the right to work somewhere. When your salary is paid for by taxpayers, they have a right in what's going on in your life. So if you are a school teacher in a local school district and parents get upset at something that you said online and you are teaching their children, they have every right to call a school and see what they do. If you are a DoD soldier, I'm an Army veteran, I understand the concept here. You can't just say what you want, especially if you're in uniform. But again, you have a chain of command. You can't just run around saying anything you want about the current administration. You are a non political entity. So if you step into that sphere as a federal employee, you throw away any right to freedom of speech. It is literally in a contract that you sign.
The night after Charlie was murdered, I put up on Twitter, for the past 15 hours, I've been typing and deleting, typing and deleting. Look, I know Turning Point is targeted at young people. I was there when the internet first became a thing over 30 years ago. My generation didn't have an immediate rage outlet, right? Like, it seems that maybe some people, especially if you work with children or you work in government, should calm down a second before you go right to social media with your anger in the moment. And again, there's a huge difference between someone getting fired for saying I voted for Donald Trump or I believe in MAGA and celebrating a murder. These are not equivalent. These aren't equivalent things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's claiming to be, or I certainly wouldn't want to cancel someone or go at someone for what's in their Twitter drafts. I understand emotion. I understand people get upset about things, and it might be a way of them venting and they delete something or they don't post it. But again, like you said, these are people that deal with children, or another example they gave was hospital workers or healthcare workers. You are supposed to be someone who's there to comfort someone, console them, and walk them through a procedure or walk them through a scary medical issue. People shouldn't have to be second guessing whether the person who's administering anesthesiology to them wants them to die or not, or thinks people who think like them should die. These are not like given premises. It's not a small disagreement. If you don't condone this type of behavior, you probably shouldn't go out there and say it. And if you do, these are the replications. You want to come out and be a vocal figure and state your belief system. People will judge you for that. It is no one demanding that people have to be fired. People are voicing opinions. So if you are an employer and someone calls you and say, hey, you have an employee who's sitting there thinking that it's okay to shoot someone in front of their children, yeah, most employers are going to have an issue with that regardless of a political ideology.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.